Ever wondered how much money you could potentially make by investing $5,000 into SCHD? Well, you're in luck because in this video, I'll be revealing exactly how much dividends you'll earn for simply holding this ETF. I will go into details and also show you guys a very cool way to massively increase your dividend payments over time, making you even more money and perhaps setting you up for an early retirement. Before revealing the total amount of dividends you will receive from SCHD after investing $5,000, let's first take a step back to research and analyze this ETF named SCHD, because there are many important factors you should consider before investing your money. SCHD, also known as a Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF, is really a well-known dividend ETF that has been paying out investors a sweet dividend over a decade. In fact, SCHD launched in October 2011. So ever since 2011, this ETF has been paying investors a completely passive dividend payout, which has been actually increasing over the years. But we'll touch on this later in this video. If we check the company's website, we could see that the ticker symbol for this ETF is SHD. And to the side, it also shows that SHD has a total expense ratio of 0.060%. The total expense ratio is simply just the fee investors would need to pay for simply holding this ETF, which is relatively low compared to others. Down below, we could see a quick summary highlighting their objectives. It states the following: the fund's goal is to track as closely as possible before fees and expenses the total return of the Dow Jones US Dividend 100 Index. Down below, we could also read the following: a straightforward, low-cost fund offering potential tax efficiency. The fund can serve as part of the core complement in a diverse portfolio. It tracks an index focused on the quality and sustainability of dividends. Invest in stocks selected for fundamental strength related to their peers, based on financial ratios. And now, before we find out how much money we'll make in dividends if we invest $5,000 into SHD, it will only be wise knowing their holdings and where exactly would our money be going towards. So if we go back to their website and click on the tab that says portfolio, we could see exactly what stocks and sectors the popular ETF SHD is holding. And here we could see their top 10 holdings of all of their 104 dividend stocks they are currently holding. In first place out of their top 10 stocks, we have the technology company named Broadcom. In second place, it is a healthcare company named Merck. At third place, it is Abbey. At fourth, it is a biotechnology company named Amgen. And coming in at fifth place, it is Home Depot. And following along, it is Verizon, Chevron, Cisco Systems, Coca-Cola, and lastly, at number 10, it is Texas Instrument. Down below, we're able to see their top sectors. The top sector is industrials, covering 17.12% of this ETF. In second place, it is financials with a percentage of 16.73%. Third is healthcare with 15.90%. Then we have informative technology with 12.58%. At fifth place, it is consumer staples with the allocation of 11.95%. The SCHD Dividend ETF is a very diverse and diversified ETF, which is great and exactly what you want to have in an ETF. A diversified portfolio of stocks and sectors will only help during hard times and during volatility in the stock market. If you're enjoying this video so far, then make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content when it comes to investing. And now, before we get to the good stuff, let's take a look at SCHD share price and its past performance throughout the years. Before investing into any type of ETF or any type of stocks in general, you always want to look at the stock price and its past performance. Investing into an asset that is losing value throughout the years is never a good move. So let's take a look at SHD share price and its past performance and history. SHD, also known as the Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF, is currently selling for $76.79 per share during the recording of this video. And when checking out the 5-year chart, we could see that this ETF is up 52.70%. But on the 10-year chart, we could see that SHD is up a staggering 114.62%. And these numbers are excluding the quarterly dividends, and it's also not including if we were to invest our dividends. But I'll show you what happens when we invest our dividends towards the end of this video. SHD has a nice growing chart and an uptrend ever since the release of this ETF, which dates back to 2011. The price of SHD isn't the only thing that's growing, because the dividend payout has been growing every year. And if we take a look at the dividend growth and look at the year 2015, SHD had an average dividend yield of 2.82%. Fast forward 5 years later, in 2020, the dividend grew to 3.34%, and in 2024, the average dividend yield increased 3.47%. The dividend yield has slowly but surely been growing since 2011, which is great because you can expect growth to continue, and of course, which means more dividends and more money for you. And now, the reason you all clicked on this video for, I will now reveal exactly how much money you'll get paid in dividends when investing a grand total amount of $5,000 into the popular ETF named SCHD. To find out how much dividends you'll receive, you will simply need to do 2 steps. The first step is to find out how many shares 5,000 will get us. And to do so, we simply divide 5,000 by the current ETF price. By doing so, we get 65. This means you'll own 65 shares of SCHD. So the next step to find out how much dividends you'll receive, we will simply need to multiply the number 65 by the annual dividend yield, which in this case, it is $2.66 per share at the time of this recording. And this will give us a grand total of $171.90. So you'll receive $171.90 of passive dividends your first year just for holding this ETF. And this doesn't include the capital appreciation, so just take that into consideration. But wait, did you know you could drastically increase those dividend payouts throughout the years by simply reinvesting them? Check this out. So if we use a dividend calculator, let's imagine we invest our dividends and contribute $200 a month for a grand total of 30 years. Our portfolio ending balance will be almost at $800,000 and our annual dividend income will be $2,956.11. This is the power of compound interest and the power of investing. Want to know how to earn $5,000 every single month in dividends? Find out how by watching this video. See you guys there, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.